Hello, welcome to Johnny's Kitchen. Glad you're here. Hey, so today we're going to cover chicken strips, fried chicken strips, kind of stuff you get at a ballpark, stuff like that. So here we go. Let's get to it, all right? What we got here is I got 2 chicken breasts that I cut up into strips. You can see them right here. I tenderized them a little bit before cutting them into strips. And then what we have over here is the 3-part dredge, so to speak, to get the chicken strips ready for the hot oil, okay? Now, what I do is I do the dredging, I do the hot oil for just a few minutes, just long enough to get it a little crispy, and then I transfer it to a screen on a cookie sheet, and I put it in the oven to finish it off at 400 for about 10 minutes. Usually that's just fine for that, so let's check it out over here. So, now, I like to use potato starch myself for my initial drying of the chicken itself. You can use cornstarch, you can use flour, whatever, stuff like that. But you want to dry the chicken a little bit before you egg wash it and then bread it. So let's go ahead and put a couple of them here into the potato starch. I'm just going to kind of shake them up a little bit. The oven's ready. All right. All right, let's shake those up a little bit. All right. I want to dust these off a little bit. I don't want them caked with the potato starch, so dust them off. I'm going to drop that in the egg wash, kind of, toss it around a little bit. Let that drain a tad bit, toss it into the seasoned panko. Same thing over here. Let that one dust a little bit into the egg and into the panko. A little bit more here. One more. Into the egg. All right. Drop that off and into the panko. Okay. Wash the hands a little bit here. Get it ready for the toss. All right, so I'm just going to toss these around, get them nice and covered. With a nice crust of breading there, right there. Put these over here on the screen. Like so. Okay, and then you can see right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'll finish the rest of these, and then we'll get them into the hot oil as the first methods, or the first step in our cooking method here. All right. I've used salt and pepper. Sometimes I use salt and pepper. I go back and forth sometimes, but most of the time I use the go-to here, the Montreal steak seasoning, which actually has what I consider a perfect blend of herbs and spices to enhance the flavor of some chicken strips here, without overdoing it in one spice or another. So I think the oil is pretty close here. Let's check it out. All right, how we doing here? Checking the temperature. Almost okay. There's 300, 325. Okay, I think I'm good here. All right, so let's get our first chicken strip in the oil here. All right, here we go. There it goes. Let's get number 2 in here. And number 3. I'm going to do 3 at a time. So, my tongs. Alright, so now what you only do is you only want to fry these in the oil for a couple of minutes, okay? We're going to finish them off on the tray in the oven at 400 degrees. What that does is it keeps them from absorbing way too much oil and getting soggy, and also allows the outside to crisp up a little bit more while the inside is roasted in the oven until it's finished, until it's good to go. So, all right, how we doing here? These are coming along nicely, yes? We are getting there. So, like I said, I usually put my chicken strips in 325, 350 degrees when they're on the oil. I use peanut oil. And like I said, you can use pretty much any seasoning you want in the panko, which is the breading I use. Like salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, all that stuff, basil, thyme, whatever you want to throw into it. So, yeah, so these are, I think, pretty good, pretty close. Yeah, those are actually good to me. At this point, you'll see when they come out and they are finished for the last part. Take these out, put them onto the screen. And we're going to do the same thing with the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, these are done. The last one just came out of the oil. Take a look at those. Those are nice and golden brown. Show you a little bit over here, maybe a better view. Oh, let it come off the screen. All right, I got an oven hot at 400 degrees. I'm going to drop these in right now. I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, I'm going to check the temperature. Should be 165, 155, 160. I'm going to say 160 because the settling temperature will bring it to 165. And we're going to have some chicken strips. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my 10-minute timer just went off. So let's check the chicken strips and see if they are done. All right, let's take them out of the oven here. All right, let's get these guys in here. All right, let's check them out. Let's check them out. They look amazing. They look really good. Let me turn on the light just for a second. All right, let's do a temperature check. Okay, 165 plus, 165 plus, 172 plus, 180. Yep, these are all done. So I'm quite the happy camper. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Chicken strips, made easy. Like I said, thing is, well, in the seasoning at the end, the seasoned breading, the panko. Use panko. It's crispy, it's crunchy. It's not like regular breadcrumbs, more Japanese style. And you can get either pre-seasoned panko or you can season it yourself. Like I said, I like to use the Montreal steak seasoning. Sometimes I use Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse, depending. Cayenne pepper, who knows? There's unlimited options. So, anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll put together a plate of this, put it up on the video afterwards so you can see what it all looks like finished. I just appreciate you watching, guys. And just remember, remain calm and love cooking. See you next time.